Hello, how you doing? I'm going to talk to you today about Marvin Sapp. Now, I'm just going by, the blurbs I see that come across my feed and so on and so forth. I don't watch him, definitely not on a regular basis, but there's one clip where he says, you all are supposed to take care of the pastor. I guess he's trying to raise money, trying to put pressure on them to give. So a pressure on a bunch of poor people to give. And see, that's old school black church. I don't know. The black church said that somewhere back in the day. I don't know when. But, that's old school. Our job is to take care of the pastor. So if the pastor wants to take a vacation, he doesn't have to save his money like everybody else. We just take up an offering and send him to Disney World. If the pastor wants a new car, he's not going to save his money and put a decent down payment on it. We're gonna take up an offering, pay for it, and he has his Rolls Royce, or he's gonna have his Mercedes. He doesn't have to save money like the rest of us, and that's why a lot of them end up poor. He doesn't have to save money like the rest of us. If he wants his children to have some money, take up an offering. Him and his wife don't have to save money for their children like the rest of us do. If we want our children to have something, we need to save money for them, so they have something when they turn 18 or 17. So now he says, 20 people, 2,000 people will give $20 each. Therefore, he will have $40,000 by tonight. I doubt that he even has 2,000 people in his congregation, but he knows that it's going to be some fools in there that's going to give him more than $20. He knows that. See, that's old time extracting. That's what they've been doing for the last 30, 40 years, extracting money from poor blacks. I'm talking about the black preachers. I get to the white preachers in a few. But particularly the black preachers, 99% of the black preachers exploit poor blacks for money because rich people do not give to churches. Rich blacks don't give to churches. Rich people don't give to churches. It's a tried and true method. If you want a Mercedes, just exploit black people who are looking for hope. Because they believe if they give an offering to this ministry, God will give it back to them. They believe that. If they give an offering for the Mercedes Benz, or offering for the Rolls Royce, and an offering for the Lincoln, God will give it back to them. They believe that. But the truth is, they just out of money. Because look, how is God going to bless that? Because if the pastor wants a Lincoln or something, he's motivated by greed. He's motivated by what he sees on the outside. All the other rich people got a Lincoln. All the other rich people got a Mercedes. I want one too. So he doesn't believe he has to save his money like everybody else, put a decent down payment on and buy it. Okay, so that's why in the end, 20, 30 years down the road, the pastors have not disciplined themselves to save money. So they die broke. Now, okay, he hasn't even explained why is he raising money. Is he raising money to buy a new Mercedes Benz, to buy a new Rolls Royce? Why don't he just save his money like everybody else? Is he trying to pay off his debts? What happened to the money that he got from music? He should have. Is he trying to raise money for Kappa Alpha Psi? But he's disguising that as a church offering. But he's really raising money for a pagan organization that he's in. And like I said, what happened to all the money he made with music? That was some good music he made. He should have made some money out of it. Now, look, he left another church and he moved to another city. Now, it stands to reason, it stands to reason that he took the money and run like all pastors do. When pastors transfer to another church or go to another city, they're going to take the money and run. Okay, now, I don't know why he left the other church. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't know if God told him to move to another city or not. I don't know. But look, he took the money and ran like all pastors do, okay? So what happened to that money? What is he raising money for? To buy a new $1.5 million home? Is he raising money to buy his third car, his third Mercedes, or his third Lincoln? Look, 99% of black preachers do not know that 4 quarters equals $1. They do not understand that concept at all. Did he overspend? Does he owe somebody? Did he overspend his money? Did he keep buying Mercedes? And he want those poor blacks to pay for it. A lot of black preachers, they overspend their money. And they do not understand that $1 does not equal $10,000. They absolutely don't understand that. That's why you see a lot of black preachers buy real estate that they can't even remotely afford, because they don't understand that $1 does not equal $10,000. If they don't have $300,000 to buy the property, they just don't have it. Okay, they just don't have it. Excuse me, I've only seen a few black preachers that are what you call financially solvent. Most of them are not financially solvent. They have to keep doing it over and over and over again. They have to keep exploiting blacks for money. Juanita Bynum is another one. What, was she broke when she left her husband? So now she want to get money from the devil. And she's exploiting black people, poor blacks. It's a tried and true tradition, and it works. Exploit black people for money. That's why they end up broke. Because God chastised the Israelites for exploiting poor people and exploiting the widows and the orphans for money. He chastised them over that. That is a financial sin. Now, it's the same MO that black preachers use. Exploit poor blacks for money. Because rich blacks don't give them money. Rich people don't give them money of any color. It's a tried and true method to exploit poor people who are looking for hope, exploiting for the money. Therefore, in my opinion, the fundamental problem of Marvin Sapp is that he doesn't understand money. So how is getting more money going to help him? If he doesn't even understand what to do with $10, how is he going to understand what to do with $810K? He's not going to understand what to do with $1 million. If he doesn't understand what to do with $10, he's not going to understand what to do with $1 million. That's what people don't understand. I'm sure he has read no books on money. He doesn't understand money. Now, by now, he's old enough to have a real estate portfolio. He should have not only just one house, he should have a portfolio of real estate. As long as he's been living, he should have houses here, houses there, land here, land there. I'm not talking about in California. I'm talking about all across the nation. He should have a whole bunch of tax delinquent property from Chicago or Detroit. He should have hotels at the age he is now. He should have abandoned hotels. He should have saved his money over the years, but I don't see where he said he did, because a lot of preachers brag about their money. I don't see where he saved his money over the years, and he should have. What about the life insurance from his wife? Didn't he get anything from that? It's just the same old thing. Now, white ministries do that too. They, in my opinion, they exploit poor people for money. It's a proven system. And that's why they end up broke, because God chastised the Israelites over that, exploiting the widows and the orphans and poor people for money. But poor people believe that if we plant a seed into the ministries, that God's going to give it back to us and he's going to bless us. But see, God is not going to bless greed. And the Lord knows it's an ulterior motive, just to buy a bigger house, more chandeliers, more cars. So God's not going to have any part of their exploitation of poor people, whether they white or black, no matter what color they are. But you see that in the other preachers from other countries. You see that from the Africans. You see that from the preachers in Asia, exploiting poor people for money. It's a tried and true tradition. It's a tried and true system. That's how the Vatican became the Vatican. Okay. Paula White, she's always exploiting people for money. You can send a $35 seed. Then she goes up to 3,500 seed. Then she says, or you can send in $350,000 seed to her. Now, what's the truth? She want to buy her rock and roll husband, a car, or he needs some more money to make some more rock and roll music. That's why she's raising the money disguised as church money. And God is he knows you're stupid enough to put money in that. He knows that. So, God might honor your giving. I guess he would honor your giving, but you're not going to get a check back from God, because God knows it's exploitation. So what I see is Marvin Sapp just continue to exploit blacks in the old-fashioned tradition. Now, I don't have a beef with Marvin Sapp. I don't even know him. All I know is I've heard his music. That's all I know. I don't have a beef with him. I don't even know him. But look, exploitation is exploitation. Bye.